NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Kenyon Drake, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Right back to Drake. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It got his man complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down, trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. That'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Green.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And his first pass is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Room past the 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
On first down, Drake. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Left, 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 left. Hut, hut, hut.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. On 1st and goal, Drake. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On play action, it's Mahomes. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. This is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And Lutz's kick is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
They had a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now the Packers get set to go. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved though if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
On 3rd down, Jackson dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Left, 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 left!
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Mahomes. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they worked on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out.
Ace, ace!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation. would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Wow.
Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Coney Ely in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gone! 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 Gone!
After the interception, here's Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He may try
I do not want to release.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first. Mahomes now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Left, 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 left. Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He gets it here complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Mahomes now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Left, 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 left.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's taken down deep in their
How is no one getting through the fucking line? I don't understand. This is the second week in a fucking row. Y'all just don't get through.
Shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Mahomes to throw once more. Oh, it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. To throw, it's Mahomes. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
On 3rd down, Dre. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Lutz puts this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. 6-3 game.
I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game.
Trading time.
You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This one complete to Coleman. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Jackson. It's caught on the left side by
Can you just run forward? Why are you doing all that?
32 brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he locates Walker, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Now he's going to go deep down the left into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Drake. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon.
Oh, man, Deron's not even that fucking fast.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to take another shot here. And he's taken down deep in their territory.
Oh, man.
4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
You get a blessing. You get a blessing. You get a blessing.
And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3.
You get a blessing. It's garbage
so
ass
they get to
niggas.
3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Jones.
Stop tripping, nigga.
Up to the 32.
Damn.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to
My man John Love calling somebody up for running the same play, but he been running that cover 3 sky all fucking game.
Second round, the defense. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time
Very
it's
nice
3rd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. And Walker has it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now Jackson on first down on the screen. This is
I only had to block one guy.
On the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Walker with a grab, left side. They give him a gain of 37. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Cover 3 sky, John. Cover 3 sky.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
You don't give a fuck about this challenge.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Being chased out left.
Oh, why did he stop running?
He's got a long way to go. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. The other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Packers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Detroit!
On 3rd down, Jackson. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Number 3 Sky, John.
Able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was a nice kick.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And now here comes Kansas City. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Walker. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Detroit!
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Cover 3 Sky, John.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Leopard! Gone! Detroit!
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And it's incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun on third down, Jackson. He's got Curse. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
To throw on 2nd down, Jackson. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. On 3rd down, it's Austin. And the hole closes quickly here. He can finally do about the 4.
I had to go bumping into the fucking target.
A 4th and goal.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will tie the score now at 9 apiece. Well, it's been a field goal extravaganza so far. That's 3 for him now, and it ties our game at 9-9.
I got a feeling the touchdowns are coming, though. Trust me on that one.
This one taken from the 7. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Why didn't you play the ball, Daniel? That's a pick.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
This shit, Madden.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Oh my God, he's tiring.
The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, fourth quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
We're about to find out. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. They find some open field here. The 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody.
You're not even home. Can we just down?
Balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
74. What the fuck?
Von Miller.
Cover 3 sky zone.
He takes him down for a loss of 9.
John, I swear to God, I've been never heard you say some dumb shit again. You under one fucking play all game.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On 2nd down, Jackson. He sets up the screen to Jones. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. The give is to Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort.
That's why you are my starting running back, because you eat all day. Coleman, you're gone.
Take it in for 6.
Straight up. My man Jones is savage.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after.
And I'm sorry I doubted you, Jones, but it's gone, bro. I'm sending them out, bro.
And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It
wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Going up top. And that is
I'm losing. I have to try a cheese play. Where? I'm in trouble.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now it's Mahomes again. They'll set up the screen.
Where you going? Where you going?
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Mahomes to throw once more.
Give me that shit, boy. Get that fuck shit out of here.
Falls incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Let's go.
Mike Daniels coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Coming hard that time. Pause.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
I bet you just covered 3 sky as normal.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage.
Wow, it's covered 3 sky.
It's a loss.
How did I know?
Bringing up 2nd down.
What a whole defense move when I fake hike. I'm about to run this shit smooth up the motherfucking middle too.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Jackson.
Uh-oh. Give me that.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A give to Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Leopard. To the left.
Again, it's Jones.
Whoop. Whoop.
And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position. And obviously, a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing for.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. This is Coleman.
Why is Coleman in the game?
Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
To throw is Mahomes. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense
was led the league in interception sacks. Let's continue that trick, bro.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw.
Oh my God!
One complete. And getting this just shy of midfield.
Oh my God!
At the 49. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. One final try for Mahomes. He's going to let it fly.
Give it up!
And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling. So for our visitors, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.